A must-see this Christmas season are the Christmas lights in the Christmas city of Minden. Joining us for more on the lights and other activities that get you in the Christmas spirit is Josh Jorgensen, the director from the Minden Chamber of Commerce. Josh, just how long has this tradition of the Minden Christmas lights been going, and what got it all started?
The lights actually started in 1915. We're going on 110 years of this tradition. They began because the city administrator at the time, electricity back then wasn't a usual thing like we have it now. And so they had gotten the electricity, and he kind of wanted to show it off. They started putting up different lights, different bulbs, different colors up on the courthouse. Pretty soon, they found out they gotta keep adding to them because it was such a spectacle. If you look back over history, the stories that have come from this, that people outside of town just found this fascinating. If you could see the courthouse from outside of Minden, they would sit watching in their windows, hoping, because it's 6 o'clock. They told them, well, at 6 o'clock is when they turn on, and every night they would turn those on. There's stories after story about families would just huddle up because they didn't have electricity out in the country. They would watch for those lights to come on. It was such a spectacle out there now, and if you've ever driven into Minden from any direction, you spot that, you see those lights from the direction that you're coming, and it's just amazing. And then when you pull in downtown and see them up close, it's amazing to see. At one point, they were up to 13,000 lights. It's something you got to see for yourself to really understand it.
A very neat story about a great tradition. Josh, describe the look of those Minden Christmas lights as they are now, and also that overall atmosphere as you get closer to the Kearney County Courthouse.
As you're driving in, you see the different, obviously your reds are going to show up against the night sky. Once you come downtown, you start seeing all the greens, the yellow, every color under the sun is up there on the courthouse. Very tip, all the way down around downtown. It used to run all the way down to the train station. As the legend goes, the trains used to slow down right when they came through Minden so that everyone riding on the train could get a great look all the way downtown and just really enjoy the lights. But it is every color, every shade. It's just unbelievable, whether it's a nicely falling snow or it's a perfectly clear night. All of the lights, all of them they really show up. And we're not even looking at LED. We all know how LED is brighter now or different things look. Nope, these are older, the same old Christmas bulbs, and they're up there, and they just bring a lot of nostalgia. There's a lot of emotions that it brings up.
And Josh, talk about those many reactions that people do have when the Minden Christmas lights go on and that nostalgia feel.
You can stay down here any given night during the week because they come on the first Friday after Thanksgiving, and they are on all the way through New Year's Eve. Any night down here in the square, you see every county in the state, different people from different states driving around the square, looking at them, stopping, getting out, taking pictures. They started seeing that way back in the 40s even, that people were coming to town to see these sorts of things. That's when the Light of the World pageant started in 1946. So we're almost going on 80 years of the Light of the World pageant, which tells about the story of the birth of Christ. And then at the end they say, and there was light, and then the lights come on, and it's a huge finale for it. That's when Minden became the Christmas city. They started really pushing that idea that we are proud to be the Christmas city. That's when word started to spread out that you came to Minden, you didn't just see the lights. Now there's other things to see. Not to sound old, Paul, but when you and I were growing up, there was thousands of people because there was buses that came through. There were so many people downtown. It was packed every weekend they were showing it. We still get good crowds. We only show it on 2 sides of the square now instead of 4 sides that they used to. That's one thing that the chamber, we're trying to see if we can bring back. Can we get some of that luster back? Can we get some of that to really push and get more people to Minden and experience the Christmas city?
Talking right now with the director of the Minden Chamber of Commerce, Josh Jorgensen, and learning more about the longtime tradition of the lights in the Christmas city of Minden. Josh, you mentioned the Light of the World pageant. Talk about the message it provides and also one more presentation this weekend.
Yep, we've got one more showing of it. Usually we have 3 showings of the pageant now. It was the first Saturday after Thanksgiving was the first one, and then the next 2 Sundays in December. There's one more Sunday. That showing is at 6:30 right downtown here. People can come to town. There's lots of things going on throughout the day. Each weekend, we're just packed. You know, it's part of being the Christmas city. As I said, that pageant started in 46. Over the years, generations have been in it. I know several of the people now in it are, what are we on? 4th generation for the couple of the families. We're in the 3rd generation of the family that helped start it and direct it. It's one thing that has passed down year after year, and the high schoolers, they come up and they take part. The town just has so many memories of it. People were probably in it. If you know them from Minden, there was a chance they were probably in it.
And there are lots of other activities coming up this weekend in the Christmas city of Minden.
Yep. I call it the soup supper month because a lot of different groups have soup suppers throughout the month. But this weekend, we've got a few fun things going on. The Boy Scouts are having a luncheon that people can come enjoy at Windmill Studios. There's a Christmas choir concert at 5 p.m. at the Presbyterian Church. There's another fundraiser for our Paws Up Kearney County group. That's at Windmill Studios in the evening, 5 to 6:30, so you can come get some food. It's 20 steps away is the pageant. They can watch on that. And then after the pageant, the chamber has free hot chocolate and candy canes for anyone, and then we'll also be doing hayrack rides around the square. It didn't look like the weather was too bad this weekend. They'll hopefully be able to enjoy going around the square on a hayrack ride.
Josh, one more time, remind us on how long the Minden Christmas Lights are on and what hours each evening we can see them.
Pretty much once it gets dark. I think they usually just plan on 6 o'clock. They're on 6 o'clock through, I'm going to say usually midnight. I'm not up here to see exactly when they turn them off, but we've got city workers and people that come up and turn them off late. They will be on through New Year's Eve, and if anyone wants to come down and experience them, we do have a New Year's Eve bash right down here in the Opera House, so they can come to town, see the lights, enjoy New Year's Eve with us, really enjoy the Christmas city.
Josh, thank you for joining us, and Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you.
That's Josh Jorgensen, the director for the Minden Chamber of Commerce, talking about all of the events of the lights in the Christmas city of Minden. For more, you can check out the Facebook page for the Minden, Nebraska Chamber of Commerce. Again, that's the Facebook page for the Minden, Nebraska Chamber of Commerce. I'm Paul Perkins on the Rural Radio Network.